Hello, everybody, and welcome to our live stream. We are doing things a little bit differently this week. Instead of me leading the charge here, I am joined by Andrew Esposito, who is our Senior Manager of Social Media Management. He has a bunch of good ideas and topics about sample organic social media posts that you guys need to jump on, but I will hand this over to him.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Ms. Tyler. Always a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me on again. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Friday and a hopeful and safe weekend. So today, we're going to talk about sample organic social media posts. As Ms. Tyler mentioned, my name is Andrew Esposito, and I am the Senior Director of Social Media here at BizIQ. And I thought this was a super important topic to go over because both from an agency standpoint about what type of content do agencies make for organic social media, as well as give you guys, business owners, a few tips of types of posts that you can use to spice up your organic social media presence.
Yes, I love this too because I think business owners, sometimes even me, because I do the social media for BizIQ, you get kind of burnt out a little bit, or you're like, what am I gonna post this week? So I'm really happy that you're here to go over this.
Yeah, absolutely. Completely agree. So some quick bullets about social media posting and organic social media strategy in general is that contrary to what you might believe, you don't always want to be selling or marketing your product. Imagine you follow a page of a big company and all they're doing is promoting their product, buy a Pepsi, buy a Pepsi, buy a Pepsi, every post. It gets a little disingenuous and you kind of get a little tired of it, which might lead you to unfollow that social media page if they're only posting about getting you to buy something. Now,
yes.
That being said, marketing posts are important, and we'll talk about those in a little bit. But organic social media is all about connecting with your audience, proving that you're human and that you have a sense of humor and that you are believers in your products and services. And that's so important because really what you're doing with your organic social media presence is building that brand awareness and cultivating an audience. You want your social media followers to be passionate about your company, and hopefully that will lead them to continue supporting your company, whether you're a subscription service or a contracting service or a company that sells one-off products like a Pepsi or other sort of smaller product that's sort of a one and done type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So jumping right into it, here are a few types of organic social media posts. Super excited that after we go through this list, I have some visual representations of some current clients that we have, just to give you guys a good image of what I mean when I talk about some of these things.
Cool.
So first and foremost, we're spearheading the initiative of your marketing posts. While I said not every post should be about marketing, promoting a product or service, you really do want to have those on there because depending on your following, it's essentially, free marketing. Whether you have 100 people, 1,000 people, or 1,000,000 people, you make a social media post to your Facebook, let's say, it will hit not all of those people, but a good number of those people will see that post. So if it is a marketing post, that is a free post that you get a post in front of 500,000 eyes, which is pretty good to me. So
yes, for BizIQ's marketing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, please.
Oh, so for BizIQ's marketing, one thing that I try to do is if we are going to do a marketing or promotional, we try to do at least 2 a month. That way it's still in, the cadence, but it's not overbearing. And we're providing our followers with extra resources of how to do this on their own, or maybe they're interested in this sort of marketing. We're really trying to provide value on social rather than create a lead source. Because like you were saying, social media management is all about brand awareness. It can be a lead source, but it's not what it's made for. But to get your clients to buy your products, they first have to be aware that you exist. So brand awareness is super important, and so is social media. But take it back away, Andrew.
Absolutely. Continuing on, we have days of the week. Things like Motivation Monday, Transformation Tuesday, Throwback Thursday. Again, great content, as well as hashtag indexing. What I mean by that is there are going to be thousands of posts that are utilizing the hashtag Motivation Monday on Mondays. So when somebody clicks or searches that hashtag, your post will be somewhere in that pantheon of all those other posts, which are great because your posts can be put in front of eyes that might not normally see them, which is very valuable. So because like Ms. Tyler said, in order for your brand, people to know your brand, they have to know you exist. And in the digital age, that is always the biggest issue, right? Because the internet is a very large place. Continuing on with that is national holidays. 4th of July, Thanksgiving, New Year's Day, things like that. We're filming this on June 4th, and we just passed Memorial Day, and coming up, we have July 4th. So, if you are a service or industry that utilizes, holidays that are great for business there, think car dealerships, things like that, definitely make sure that those types of posts are live on your site. Wish your patrons a happy 4th of July, things like that. Super, super beneficial. And again, will be indexed with those hashtags of 4th of July or whatever you guys utilize for your hashtags. And then finally, one that I know Ms. Tyler is excited about, and one that creates wonderful engagement for our posts, is national days. Think things like National Dog Day, National Cookie Day, National Hot Dog Day. Things like that create engaging content that really ask users to engage with you. And if there's one thing we all know, it's people love sharing their opinion on the internet.
Oh my gosh, yes. And just to piggyback on this, the National Day calendar, when you're looking at the national days, look for something that could be in the industry wheelhouse that you're in. So for instance, let's see. I know that we have Horner's Meat Market. They're a client that we have, and recently it was National Olive Day. So we made sure that there was a post about olives on Olive Day because it's a meat market and that's part of their industry. But it doesn't have to be necessarily close to your industry. Obviously, everybody loves dogs, and so you can't go wrong with National Dog Day, no matter where you are in the industry.
You cannot go wrong with National Dog Day. I wish every day was National Dog Day or National Pet Day. All pets allowed here.
Yes.
So the next type of post we want to talk about are all great ones to generate engagement. Trivia/competitions, polls, and questions. All 4 of those types of content are great because you're essentially asking your audience to participate. Hey, answer this trivia question. Hey, do something on this page for a week. Let's say, hey, share a post and you'll be entered to win a $10 gift card, something like that. Polls, again, asking for someone's opinion, which, trust me, they will give you. And questions, asking a question about like, hey, what type of thing do you want us to stock in the store? Or, hey, we've had this or that. Things like that go a long way to build engagement, which is definitely one of the more important KPIs, key performance indicators, that you might look for in your social media marketing efforts. To piggyback on that are infographics. Infographics are images that convey a lot of information in a small, condensed form. Because rather than reading a paragraph on a Facebook post or maybe going to your website and reading a page, having a concise, well-made infographic on your Facebook or other social media platform is invaluable because people love those things, especially if there's statistics or things involved there. So definitely work with your graphic design department and make sure to thank them, and get some great infographics up on your social media because they will play very well.
Yes.
And then to piggyback off of that are videos, because if there's one thing people like to do more than look at an infographic, it's watch a video. The thing about videos are to make sure they obviously are tailored to your vertical, as well as keep them to a certain length. Don't be afraid to share videos that are on the longer length, but usually that you have avenues like YouTube and things like that to do. So, for your social media videos, your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitters, try to keep your videos to like 2 minutes or under, because those will get a higher attribution and playthrough rate, because people are way more likely to watch a 30-second to a minute video than a 5-10 minute video on social media.
Mm-hmm. And video content is booming right now. So
Absolutely.
everybody should be taking advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking about something you should definitely take advantage of are client testimonials. Whether that's on your website or through Google reviews, reviews are so imperative when it comes to online marketing. Think about buying a new toothbrush on Amazon. One of the first things you're probably going to do are see how many stars out of 5 it has, and then scroll down and read some of the reviews. If every review is saying, hey, this toothbrush broke on me within a month, the odds are you're probably not going to buy that toothbrush. The same thing happens on social media, whether it's Google reviews or reviews through Facebook. It's very important to have a good review presence, but B, make sure that you're highlighting those positive reviews on your social media. So again, work with your graphic design department to make something where you can highlight the reviews of your happy customers. Think of like a hashtag 5-star Friday or something like that. That is great content for your organic social media presence.
Yes, and also people that are making purchases are more educated than ever. They're doing their research. They are reading those reviews. So if you're not taking advantage of this awesome opportunity, highly recommend you jump on that as well.
Absolutely. Great point. And then what's better than you doing the work? Having other people do the work for you. And that's where UGC comes in, user-generated content. What we mean here is tying it back to National Dog Day, let's say. Let's say, hey, share a photo of your dog in the comments below. That fills 2 buckets. 1, it increases your engagement numbers, but 2, it also generates a bunch of great user content for you to maybe repurpose in the future. Think if you're a plumber and you want somebody to share a recent installation the company did for them. Like that's great content that you can then repurpose and post on your organic social media presence. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Yes, I love reusing content and repurposing it.
Absolutely. The next one is fun posts. And this one's important and will be a little bit different depending on the vertical you service, whether you're business to consumer, B2C, or business to business, B2B. Don't be afraid to have fun with your posts, right? Again, we don't want every post to be a marketing post, but if you are doing marketing posts, have some fun with it. Share memes, share quotes from movies, things like that. Of course, as Ms. Tyler would say, keep it PG or the level of rating that your company facilitates to make sure that those are a little above the board and not too risque, which is important. And then finally, and a very big piece of the puzzle is curated content. What I mean by curated content is sharing articles about your vertical from other sources than just your website. Think about a bridal party rental and events company. Share an article about the 20 best movies featuring a wedding. That would be an awesome piece of content for your organic social media presence. Or stats about weddings. Did you know 45% of people get married in the summer? I don't know if that's true, but things like that are wonderful and really help to A, generating even more engagement, but B, provide informational pieces of content on your website as well, which is super important.
Mm-hmm. Now, what if some people out there are a little worried about what content to share? Like they don't want to be sending them to their competitors, Do you have any advice on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So from a BizIQ method, a little inside baseball, we definitely do our due diligence to make sure if you are Steve Plummer and Joe Plummer is down the block from you, we're not going to share an article from Joe Plummer's website, mainly because we really want people to be focused about you in that area. So the websites that we share for our curated content might be from another plumber, but they will be so far out of your realm that it should not matter because the majority of people on your following are going to be people that are interested in your services. So if you are a local business, a lot of your followers will be people that are local to you.
Yes, I love it.
Awesome. So I wanted to go through some of the posts that we mentioned here and just show you a little bit of a visual representation of each. So here are a couple examples of marketing posts. Starting with the left one, for a client we have, Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events. This post is all about the dance floor options that they provide. It reads, "We all know one of the best things about a celebration is busting a move. Who knew grandma could get down like that?" At Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, we offer a variety of dance floor rental options. Learn more information here. You can see it's just a picture of the multiple types of dance floors that are available to them. Some things I want to mention here, and you can see it on all three of these posts, are don't be afraid to use emojis in your posts. They play very well. As well as, if possible, use a third-party software to provide link attribution for your organic social media. In these cases, you can see a couple of these posts are using Bitly, bit.ly, and these third-party sites help you, help with that funnel that customers are having. So we know exactly who clicked on this post, where they're coming from, whether this post went out to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, we know exactly where they're coming from, which social media platform. And that's all super important information for you to have. So it's wonderful to have something like that. The middle one is just another great example of like, hey, even though this is a marketing post, don't be afraid to have fun with it. And it reads, you are cordially invited to learn more about the Canine Country Club over on our website. As you can see, it's a picture of a corgi.
I love this.
I know. And if I was naming this dog, I would name it Otis. Well, this comment says, if I had this dog, I would name him Otis. He does kind of look like an Otis.
I just want to snuggle him so bad. Like he just looks like a little pillow.
I love them. They have the best little butts.
I know, little loafs.
And then finally, this one's a more traditional post because this is a business-to-business consumer client of ours. And you can see that, we really wanted to highlight all of the important things about the Traffics, trademarked, Safe Sign 350 sign blinks. Of course, the 2700 series. Now, pretty tough to make that exciting. So we really just highlight some of the things that are important to this product for the businesses that might be purchasing it. So you can see we used a little emojis with check marks to just show that like, hey, here are all the things about this product. So super important to have that. A few more examples of marketing posts. Another one from Personal Touch, you do not know what you do without us. So again, this one's fun. It shows a little donut board that they use for that they have to offer for some of their wedding rentals and things like that. Really what I want to talk to about this post are the hashtags. Hashtags are super important for social media. The biggest thing is just making sure you're using the right amount for each platform. So Facebook 1 to 3, is really where you want to be. Whereas Instagram, you can do way more on there and still be comfortable. Speaking about Instagram, the middle post is from one of our Instagram clients, Quintessence Audio. I really love this post. And it says, with a sound like this, you'll be transported to the dark side of the moon. Great black and white photo. So it plays in the dark side of the moon. The brand that we're representing here is Moon. And finally, for those of you that might listen to music, Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon is a very popular album, actually one of the most popular albums of all time. So it kind of plays on multiple levels. And as one of these comments says, this is a great comment. It says, what are the specs on that? Can't see model info. Probably my favorite album. So here is A, an opportunity, and B, it's great to show that somebody loves the album Dark Side of the Moon. It really is a wonderful album. It's instrumental, so there's no words to it. Well, very few words to it. But this is a great opportunity for us to respond back to them and say, hey, this is the Moon XXXX, and talk to them and say, hey, you want to learn more? Call us. And boom, right there, you have a potential lead. Wow. It all
Love
works.
it.
I love it. And then finally, on the right-hand side, we have a LinkedIn post. So LinkedIn, as you might know, really more beneficial to businesses, as you can see with Document Pros, which is a business document scanning, printing type of business. And this one's celebrating their anniversary, and it reads, today is the 16-year anniversary since opening the doors of Document Pros. We are so proud to be a trusted company serving Atlanta since July 2004. Longevity, stability, and dependability, law firms have been counting us for 16 years. We want to take a moment to thank each and every one of our clients who have worked with us in the past. We appreciate you more than you know. Here's to another 16 years. Like, what a wonderful post, right? Like,
yes.
It has great engagement. It's showing off. It also provides clout, which is very important because, as Ms. Tyler mentioned, People don't know until they know. So now they know Document Pros has been in business for 16 years in the Atlanta area. And that's awesome because they show that they're trusted and, well represented in the area. So hopefully people will do business with them.
Yes.
So going back to some of our National Day and holiday posts. On the left, National Hot Dog Day. Get the grill out because today is National Hot Dog Day. Let us know your favorite hot dog toppings in the comments below. Hashtag National Hot Dog Day. Hashtag's important here because, as I mentioned earlier, hashtag indexing, very important because there are going to be thousands of National Hot Dog Day posts. And hopefully, this clients will be in one of them so they can, engage in what things like that. And again, who wouldn't love to talk about their favorite hot dogs topping? Speaking of, Miss Tyler, what do you like to put on your hot dog?
All right. So I'm a little weird, so don't judge me too much. But I love me some sauerkraut.
Wow, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
Very, very filling. Yeah, absolutely. I'm kind of the opposite. Like, I am pretty much like a no sugar type of guy. So give me some mustard and even some hot sauce. Hot sauce is a great condiment for those that don't like sugar, don't like carbs. Throw some hot sauce on everything and it makes everything better. It gives it that little extra kick.
So a little kick.
Absolutely. And then on the right, nothing too crazy, but just happy 4th of July. Wish happy 4th of July from the entire Craner Roofing family. Again, just show people that, they're thinking about them. You're up to date, current on your social media and events happening, as well as, again, get that index in there for like hashtag 4th of July and things like that. Speaking about hashtag and day posts, don't be afraid to incorporate them into your posting strategy. As you can see on the right for Plum Smart, we did this Transformation Tuesday. It's time to bring the heat, literally. Check out this awesome new water heater installation we did for one of our clients. Great content. If you are a service or industry that does restoration or installations of things, transformation posts are fantastic. Show before, show after, show all of the great and hard work that you've put into making somebody much better. So as you can see, there was an old water heater and now there's a new water heater, which at the end of the day looks great. In the middle, we have something, this Throwdown Thursday, it's the Battle of the Slate Roof Designs. Heart for unfading red, thumbs up for unfading gray. Now, again, a great post to help generate engagement because, again, people don't even have to comment. They just have to heart or like, which, again, counts as engagement for your KPI metrics. And you can see which one is your favorite. Miss Tyler, are you giving this a heart or a thumbs up?
I'm doing heart.
Oh,
that's the gray.
That's the.
Is heart the gray? Oh, I'm doing thumbs, man.
Okay, so you're an unfading gray fan. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. They're both cool. I'm not a roofing expert, but if it keeps rain out, I'm happy.
Right.
And then finally on the right, you can see this Motivation Monday. We wanted to remind our customers to always push yourself. Keep going to do amazing. You're going to do amazing things. Push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. Who doesn't like a little jolt of positivity on a Monday morning? So Motivation Monday posts do extremely well. Again, A, for the hashtag index, and B, just to show your, organic social media audience that hey, we're thinking about you. You're going to do great things this week.
Love it.
Finally, so a little bit of curated content. So, we have things like we talked about Plum Smart and plumbers in general. And this post is just talking about 27 historical events that shaped modern plumbing systems. Again, a super unique, informative article, which at the end of the day, you do want to share on your social media because you want people to learn a little bit about plumbing. And there are some really unique things there in that article. The middle one, we have Rawhide Golf Ball Co. This company repurposes used golf balls. So think about the times you slice into the forest and can't find your ball or hit one into the drink. This company takes those balls, repurposes them, and recycles and resells them, which is awesome for the environment. But current events, great curated content. Here we're talking about Bryson DeChambeau. and how he's been on fire recently, and, people will comment about this golfer and say good things, hopefully. But yeah, so super engaging, staying in current events. And finally, we are using our organic social media to inform our clients. So, this one is just all about tips and tricks to everything slate roofing. Some of it might be, hey, is it time to get your roof fixed? Which all leads back into hopefully getting them to use this company's roofing services. Next, we have trivia and engagement. These ones are pretty self-explanatory, but just more content to help you create engagement and conversation on your posts. On the left, a trivia question: who invented the air conditioner and for what purpose? Let people comment in the, have a strong call to action for sure. So like the end, you can see this one says, let us know your answers in the comments below. Really have that call to action, drive them to answer in the comments. Very similar to this middle one. What's your golf handicap? Let us know in the comments below. Driving that call to action really helps that final step push them across the finish line to say their golf handicap, whether it's good or bad. And then finally, you want to make sure that you're engaging with the engagement. And what I mean there is if people comment, you can see this post has great engagement. And if people comment, you want to make sure that you're answering any questions they have, posting funny memes, GIFs, and just providing info, right? Because if you follow up with an engagement, again, that is a potential lead to get somebody to come into your store and buy a product, which at the end of the day is the goal for organic social media, is to get free, business, right? Because it doesn't cost you anything besides your time to post for organic social media. And that's where we came in. So if you don't have the time, hire a company like BizIQ and we will handle your organic social media for you.
And we'll do it flawlessly.
Absolutely.
By example.
And then finally, video. Video is so important. Like I said, share the wins that you have. Plum Start was featured on a local television station here in Arizona. So they were very proud of that, rightfully so, as they should be. And we posted about that. And it was great to just post the video, and Plum Smart got that publicity, on the television. So why not post it on your Facebook too, to your couple thousands of followers to see like, hey, we were on TV. Again, it builds brand clout, which at the end of the day is incredibly important. And then finally, if you have videos on your website that talk more about you, think if you're a dealership, show off the cars you have in your lot, things like that. Definitely don't be afraid to do that. This is actually a video that BizIQ made for this client, and we used it and posted it on their Facebook, and it did very well, just talking a little bit about this client's company, what they do, like what is a party rentals and event business, like what do they offer, things like that. So super imperative, because again, instead of funneling through a website to find that information, watching a 30 to 45-second video and getting that fed right into their eyeballs is super beneficial and important.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And those are just some of the sample types of organic social media posts. There are so many more that you guys can do. As you saw in the beginning list, just the biggest thing is to make sure you have a diversity of the types of content. So again, you don't always have to be selling, and really have fun with it, because, at the end of the day, it's social media, right? You want to have fun. You want to share things that are interesting to you, interesting to your audience, and, important to your vertical.
Yes, I love it. Is that all we have for today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, then you guys heard it here first. Go out and implement everything that you learned today. And if you have any other questions, feel free to drop them in the comments section, and Andrew and I would be happy to continue the conversation. But until next time, have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Stay safe. Next week, I'll be talking with Jake Janowski all about Google Ads. And I don't know if you've worked with Jake Janowski, Andrew, but he says he knows more about Google Ads than anyone ever. I know. Once you talk to him, you guys will know what I mean. But until then, I'll see you then. Bye, guys.